Good afternoon, everyone. I hope people had a pretty good Monday. My Monday was pretty good. And I got this Friday off, so that's even better. All right, I need to check some stuff. I need to fine-tune some conjuration spells. Probably fine-tune the sacrifice spell. At least give like a particle dome. And after that, I think the alpha may be just about done. Just about done. I realized I had put all of these, like, lesser forms of, like, elemental weapons in. Totally didn't have those spells done. I, like, did 10% of the spell. And those were unusable. So, hey, they're in now. We got items. But I have to summon all of these now just to make sure they work. These are weapon spells. Here we go. Summon weapon. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should be all of them, right? Fire, water, wind, earth, lightning, frost, nature, arcane. Okay. Let's make a platform. Yeah, let's make a platform. Boop. Paintbrush. Fill. Let's make it a cuboid. Let's do like a 40 by 40. We'll do like 4 thick. That's fine. Boop. There we go. Let's turn that off. Okay, so we have the summon object weapon spell. You know, I really hate this color of rock. I really hate this color rock. So, I mean, so that works. Let's get rid of that block. I could come up, pick it up, and attack. Okay. Boop. I do kind of like this spell because you can. I could do it like in the air. And then you see, like, the sword just, like, falls into the ground. I like that. God, I hate this. I hate this rock. Let's find something a little muted. Here we go. Granite. Good old granite. Okay, let's re-enable this. We'll pretend. Oop. There we go. Good enough. Turn that off. There we go. All right. So that's one down, right? That looks all right. Let's do the summon object fire weapon. It should look like a sword too. I think I need to change the swing of some of these. Yeah, see, this is a thrust instead. I think I was playing around with some of the animations. I think I'm just gonna go with like a sword slash instead of a thrust. But either way, it's not bad. Let's check out the water. Oh, there we go. Bam. Ooh, you know what? The particles that I have, like, coming off of this, they're not colored. Interesting. Maybe I should fix that. Let's go into the shader. Let's see. Renderer. Spell. Summoned item. Which one? Crap, I can't remember which one. Well, I gotta look at the shader here, or see which shape I'm using. Let's go into entities, spells, summoned object. I kind of feel like that's wrong. No, that's right. All right, what am I using? Shape entity spell, renderer spell, summoned object. Okay, so that's what it is. Shape entity, renderer spell, summoned object. So it's in here. And scroll down. Oh, that's right. I don't remember if I'm emitting the particles from in here or not. See, I don't think I'm doing the particles from here. It would have been in this section. I think what this is, it's the renderer itself, right? So if I get like the eclipse. And I will summon it right here. Man, it sucks not being a conjuration mage and using this stuff. That's what this does here. It's just the shaders. So I may be emitting the particles. Yeah, see, it's got some of the particles there. I may be emitting those directly through the entity. Boy, wait a minute. Wait, the particles are right here. Never mind. Okay. So here we go. Okay, I just need to make a new profile here. So I could say if it equals ultimate weapon fire, or here we'll do the water here. You know what? I'm gonna keep these separate. It's gonna make everything a little longer. But we'll do this. Select everything. Everywhere you see ultimate here, make it elemental. 8 occurrences sound right. So there we go. Okay, so now it's going to give off the appropriate color for the element. And really what the color is, it's white, and then like whatever the defining color is. So for water, it's blue, right? This is purple. There we go. All right, I feel like that's a little better. All the other particles kind of aged out. We got some ambiance. Boop. Right, so I can swing. It does make sense. So I got to get rid of the thrusting. What she said. Let's pull this up here. So game, item types. Here we go. And I did this directly through here. So anywhere it's spear hit, we'll just change that. There we go. For good measure, we're going to reload. Should I open this? It's been a while since I had soda. It's been a while. But I stayed up pretty late last night. I had realized I disabled the entire config part with because I was redoing all the spells, and I got rid of the ability to be able to disable certain spells. So I brought that back up. That was a lot of clerical kind of data entry work. Oh. Damn. Oof. Kinda blew my mind there. What am I doing? Oof. Alright, it's only one can of soda. It's only one can. I used to shotgun soda. Alright, so I grab this. Oh, interesting. I am unable to attack right now. What would prevent me from using that weapon? Let me try and... Let's see, I did the oh, wait, let me resummon the fire. I think this is something that can, like, happen. I may have to do, like, a full... Oh, I'm running into it like I'm gonna pick it up. Yep, see, we got red. I was gonna say, what was that? Okay. I've seen this before. It seems like the game gets hung up. And, like, you can't click and, like, attack. If I used another weapon, though, it does, like, the previous attack, and then the like, attack for, like, the weapon of my choice, right? So now I can pick this up, and I can do my attacks. I don't know why it does that, because I'm just kind of, like, piggybacking off of what the game is using. So, I don't know. Alright, so that's a working weapon. Well, man, should I just get some, like, haste in here? Some spell haste. So that's the wind attribute. Boop. Alright, looks good. Just throw it overboard. It's useless. Alright, we'll just throw that down. I'm just gonna summon the others right now. There we go. Get the next one. I just want to make sure that there's not gonna be, like, I didn't miss anything, you know? All of a sudden there's a crash. Because, like, I forgot, like, the nature, or, you know, like, I forgot to connect some very important dots. Do, 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 do. You know, I'm thinking about making the conjuration mage, like, a melee mage. Where, like, maybe these weapons are something that is tied specifically to, like, your class. I think that'd be kind of cool. You know, the creation mage, like, either that or make, I don't know, make one of the specs to where, like, maybe not evocation, right? I think I want evocation to do big damage with like spells. But I feel like I want a spell sword kind of spec. But I could be getting ahead of myself. Alright, that looks good. Pick that one up. I can attack. Looks good. Yeah, pick that up. Attack. Good. Pick it up. Attack. Good. And the last one. Good. Nothing crashed. Awesome. Boop. Grab these two. Oh, I forgot! I made it to where these can be held in the offhand. So you can't dual wield, really, but like, how cool would it be if you could, like, you know, you could, like, attack with, like, both. Do, like, you know, one click, one hand, and then the other hand. What the fuck is that moose doing up there? Oi, are you okay? Do you need assistance? Kinda wanna get Shockwave here. Wonder how far they'll go. Oh, that's right. I have I make it to where, like, they don't infinitely kind of go. Like, gravity catches up with them pretty fast. Boop. All right. Let's see. What else? What else? What else? So that is all of the new summoned object stuff. Let me pull up the spells here. I wish can I just do like, maybe I should put something in the name for these to like be able to search for just conjuration spells. Yeah, so I'm gonna want like summon object. I think I made some changes with the ultimate weapons too, so I gotta summon those. Alright, so we got the Hellfire, Riptide, Tempest, Earthquake, Stormcaller, Permafrost, Wild Heart, Eclipse. There we go, and I wanted the original weapon. Hey, Oder! How you doing? I am doing pretty good. How about yourself? Can't complain. Could complain, but will not complain. Alright, that one looks like it works. Greater Sword, excellent. Oh, you know what? Let's look at the weapons. Yeah, I still have 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna get rid of 3, and I'm going to normalize some things here, right? So I think that's good. I probably want this to be 2, this to be 4. Maybe yeah, I guess this could be 3.5, and then this could be straight 5. I think that's good. I'll get rid of that. I think that's it. Good, thinking about doing some updates for my PC today, making sure everything is up to date. Oh, you mean software updates. Alright. Not bad. It's good to do maintenance. Preventative maintenance now can save you some heartache. Hey, did anything come up yet? Like, was a decision made about the hero's journey? I'm like really curious. I think if they can make it through this whole thing, I'll fire it up and give it a try. Right, if they can muddle through this, I will give it a try. I've been thinking about it. Okay, good. Now it's got the new stats on it. Excellent. Oh my god, these are gonna be like 16 seconds each. Ooh. I'm looking as of yesterday, it's just a continuance. I just wanna... It's very interesting to me. Order granting joint motion to extend time, ECF number 59, defendant answers due 8/22/2025, signed by Chief District Judge Cynthia Bassant. Alright. Ah, man. You know, Oder, I'm really rooting for them. I really am. Although, I also want to... This may sound weird. I've been talking about it on and off, so if you've been kind of tuning in, you know. It's not weird for you, but... I have been craving some World of Warcraft. Enough to where, like, I got time off. I'm like, do I start a new character? You know what I mean? Like, do I, like, what class do I want to be? Do I want to take some time off? And just, like, and play a little WoW? think it'd be a lot of fun. Especially with the housing coming in. Oh man. Oof. Eekmerma Durkle. You know, I should probably pick these up here. Alright, just make sure that works. Good. Excellent. Hey-oh. Looking good. See, it's important for me to pick these up in the testing. Because what you see on the ground is actually not the item. There's a conversion that I have to make when you interact with the thing on the ground. So it's kind of important. Don't want any crashes because I made like an invalid object. Alright. Only a couple more. And then I think what I also need to do is go through the summoned weapon spells, or the rest of my summon tool spells, and make sure I'm summoning the right version of that tool. I forgot that I made the Wild Heart kind of like a spear, like, leaf. like a tree branch with a couple sharp leaves on it. There we go. Alright. Throw all that stuff out. Throw that out. Yes. Yeah, I knew that one worked. That works. Yep, looking good. There's a whole bunch of magic loot down there. Alright, let's pull out more spells. Since conjuration is the last thing, I probably could just like come down to here, right? Here we go, barrier. Let's make that, make sure that spell works. Rune of explosion. Summon corpse I know works. Let me make sure summon light works. Here we go, summon axe, summon bag, summon food, summon hoe, summon knife, summon pickaxe, summon saw. And then I'll just have shovel, so I'll kind of throw that over there. Alright, let's pop barrier on. As far as I've been told, my own understanding after reading most of the court documents, they need a real Hail Mary or some kind of agreement. Ooh. That's kind of what it seems like, just from what I've seen too. And that's why I'm like, if they could pull it off, then they've earned my attention. Because original EQ doesn't have my attention. Good. Just wanted to make sure it's still not going to detonate if I walk over it. Summon light. Begin. Wait, we can modify files as the game is loaded. If you set up your environment right, yes. Good, so that's the 30 minutes one. Yeah, and that's the tier 1. And I should be able to... Oh, I don't have magic unlocked, so I can't change this color. Let's do... Let me just unlock magic fast. Boop. There we go. Let's make it nighttime, so if I change it to red, blue, purple, perfect. Alright, so that still works in the new system as well. Okay, this is where I think I'm gonna have to look at some things here. I'm pretty sure with these other spells, I'm summoning the incorrect one. The incorrect version. I'll have to look into that. Or was it just enabling dev mode? No, it has nothing to do with the game or dev mode. It is because I am here, right? It's hot reload. So if your project here is set up correctly, you can make a change in your code, save it, hit the hot reload to inject that code in, and then you can keep going. Now, sometimes you will have to do a restart, because what you're injecting, it's just like if you do it too much, it's it's good to kind of shake it loose. Boop. Break. But yeah, definitely look into it. It's a game changer. I gotta tweak the range here. That range is too far. So this is the lesser axe. Aha. Unable to pick up the lesser axe. Why is that? It's a mystery. It's a mystery that we're about to solve. Oh. 1, 2. There we go. There is no lesser axe. What? This being the case, let me do this. Ooh, 4160. Let's make that 240. And I'll make that 160 and then 240. This will be 2, this will be 4. We'll do 2 and 3. I'm just kind of bumping everything up 1. Make this 1 and make this 2. Get rid of this. 24, then 48. Heyo! Good to know, though I always just used a Visual Code Studio. Oh. Yeah, I like the full Visual Studio community, personally. It's something that I kind of took a couple college courses a long time ago. One was using Visual Studio and doing programming. So it's just, it's the one I knew a little better coming out. Ooh. Ugh. Man, Pepsi's rough. Pepsi is rough. Holy crap. I gotta say, drinking this can of Pepsi, I don't really miss soda. I wanted something to kind of wake me up a little bit, because I am tired. I stayed up till, it was pretty late last night. And then I got up. I got like 4 hours of sleep. Alright, lesser axe. I can pick it up. It is indeed the lesser axe. Those are the stats. Perfect. Boop. Summon bag. I like Visual Studio Community for editing JSON. Honestly, when I'm editing JSON, I just use like Editpad. Alright, pick this up. This has a whopping 96 hours. I could put it on. Just making sure everything still works. Yep, that's my void bag. Here. Damn it. Go overboard. There we go. Alright, so that works. Summon food. That is not what I wanted to summon. I wanted the cupcake version. I knew these spells would be screwed up. I knew it. Could feel it in my soul. I knew something wasn't right. So let's go with food 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna do a similar thing here. So instead of just deleting it completely. I'm going to comment that out, make this 1, make this 2. And then I will comment these out, make this 1 and 2. Whoops. Do the same thing here, make this 1 and 2, and then everything else should be fine. Let's save and leave. And I need to edit the file name for the shape. Where is it? Spells, summoned items. So for this, I'm going to mark this so it kind of goes away. Make that a 1. Make that a 2. Oh, and here I'm gonna have to do this similar thing. Make this a 1. Make this a 2. Okay. Let's start the world again. Visual Studio has some really nice tools if you don't really know what you're doing. I've fixed a few broken mods using Code Insights. I don't think I've ever touched Code Insights. I've seen it like here and there, but I'm just normally it's like blah, 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 blah. I know what I want to do. That's cool though. That's cool. Let's hop in this world. Alright, so we're gonna summon food again. I should be getting the cupcake. I want the mana cupcake. It's all empty calories. Ah, what do we got there? Shape entity for summon food. Unstable, found in error. Oh. Because it's, that's fine. I can get rid of that. So the icon is correct. It should be like a little cupcake. There it is. That's what I would want, my little mana bun. I pick it up, and it is indeed the mana bun. I can eat it? Yep. Sweet. Oh, the other one's changed down there, too, because I changed the model. I should change the localized name, too, because it shouldn't be mana bun. It should be the mana cupcake. What are you doing, Bingley? This cat... What are you stalking? So I had a water bottle. Apparently I didn't put the cap on, and I guess it's his now. What I did for the Bingley last year, because he goes nuts for water bottles, the caps, like any bottle cap. I literally like got a handful of the caps, and I just threw them up in the air after calling him, and he freaked out and was like chasing them around. And I gave him one of the I think it was called like a silver stick, and it's like a catnip stick. So gave him the stick first, right? He's like rubbing on it, and like it was crazy. And then I just took the bottle caps and like Bingley and just threw them up in the air. It made a bit of a mess, but he enjoyed it. Little kitty. Let's do food 1, right? Summon object food 1. Right, so instead of mana bun, I gotta shift these, right? That's the mana cupcake and the mana cake. There we go. We're gonna do reload lang. I gotta pick up one of these. There we go. Oh. Game mode 2. There we go. Yep, mana cupcake. Throw them against the tree. Okay, summon object Ho. This one may not be right either. Alright, so we got our lesser hoe. Yep, I can't pick it up. So this object doesn't exist either right now. Yep, that would be a correct observation. So again, I will get rid of this. 1, 2... I think all of these are the same. Yeah, they're all the same. And I can get rid of this, make this 1 and 2. Get rid of that. Okay, so for durability, I'll make it 100. And you know what? 100 and 200. I'll give you a bunch more durability for the better one. This will be 2. This will be 4. This will be 2. This will be 3. Attack power is not really important on this. Here we go. The soil till. What I'm going to do? All these are kind of close. I'll make my hoe like really good. There we go. Make it till the soil a lot faster. And make this one 48. Put that comma back in. Get rid of that. Make this a 1. Make this a 2. You know what? We'll just get rid of this. It's all the same model. There we go. Okay, so this should work now. I'm gonna fireball it in. We're gonna have to do a reload of the world just because when you're editing the JSONs while it's live, it's not like code. You gotta reload the world to reload the JSON stuff. And I'll fix that in a moment too. That's going to be through the entity. I'm focused on the item right now. Alright, so I can pick it up. That's the hoe. Once it's okay with like till, that's great. You know what? Okay, summon object bag I don't need anymore. Oh, the actual bag I don't need anymore. I'm going to fix this right now while I go. So this is a different texture. So if I go in entity, summon object. So I can get rid of summon knife here, make that 1, make that 2, summon hoe. Get rid of that, make that 1, make that 2. Summon shovel. I just have to shift these things down. Summon axe 1, 2. And then for summon weapon, I want to delete this, make this 1 and 2. Summon food. I think the summon food's actually all the same for the texture mappings. All right, so all of that is fine. Now I have to go into glyphs, and I'm going to remove it. I'm gonna fix the issue now, and I shouldn't have to touch this file again when I'm done. I know what I'm making for dinner tonight. Gonna be making sloppy joes. Manwich sloppy joes. I haven't had them in so long. Manwich. You know what? All the tier 3 stuff can just be removed. Perfect. All right, so it's kind of gray, light gray right now. It should take the new mana hue. So it should be kind of like a blue infused, like a light blue. There it is. So that is the correct look for that. Excellent. Get rid of that. I don't want any of that. Alright, summon Ho. I'm gonna try this again. Gemini, I haven't had Manwich in years either. That's some childhood memory shit. Yeah. I was sitting there, I'm like, you know what I haven't had in a long time? Manwich. So I'm very, very much looking forward to it. Alright, so Summon Ho is good. Summon Knife. There we go. Put it over here. Boop. Yep, it is the blue tinted metal as well. Oh, can't pick it up. Where is it? Here we go. Summon Knife. Yep, this is why I can't pick it up. Make that 1, make that 2. Let's see. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Make this 1 and 2. Knife stab. You know what? I'll give you... Oh, not that much durability. Holy crap. I mean, I'll give you impressive rates here. Why not? Damage, I will bump that up a little too. Really, I'm just making this kind of in line with tiers 1 or the iron tier and steel, or maybe it's copper and steel. I can't. No, you know, I think it's iron and steel. Maybe it's copper and steel. I don't remember. Either way, it'll be good. It'll be good. 1, 2. And then let's get rid of this. Let's make this 48, so it stays out for 48 hours. And then I will get rid of the Summon Knife 3 profile there. And there. And there. Oh my god. Vice, you overachieving bastard. Come on, man. There, let's reload. Is conjuration something you're adding? Yes. In this update, I've really defined different schools of magic, and you are able to attune to a specific school of magic. So I have evocation, which is going to be pure DPS and control. I have alteration. There we go. That worked. Boop, boop. And alteration is about healing and player buffs. There's incantation, which is about dispelling debuffs and replenishing things like temporal stability and mana. And then there's conjuration, which is the last thing here, which is item creation. So I'm just going through all the spells to make sure that, you know, things work okay. I made a lot of changes. That's what I'm doing. It's like a final pass before I maybe bump this into the beta territory. Alright, there we go. We got the blue metal. I can pick it up. Suspicious. I was able to pick that right up. Oh yeah, because pickaxe 1 and 2. This doesn't... Saul's gonna be the same way. There we go. Let's summon it. Boop. I pick it up. Perfect. Yep. Boop. Alright, there's the saw, and then I just have summon shovel, and then we will do the summoner soul one. And I think that's it. I still got that barrier spell on me, so that's good. Look at that. Coming right down. Oh! Shovel needs a little love. Yep, here we go. I had that disabled weird. So I need to get rid of this. Change that. You know what? I'll make this 180 and 270. I think those are about the rates. I think it's a little under the rates of what a real tool would be. But these are, you know, these are disposable, so... I really like the idea of making conjuration a melee. I don't know why. That or maybe like a trapper. Because I have the Rune of Explosion, I could easily like morph that into other kinda like hunter trap kinda spells, you know? There we go. Alright, let's reload this for the Jason. I will drink more Pepsi. Ooh. Ah. Man. Anistel, hey! How are you? How is stream going? It's going well. I'm doing some or some quality assurance here. Yeah, QA. There we go. I can pick it up now. And I can shovel. There we go. So those spells are good. We still have more to check. So I have Summoner's Soul. I think that's the only other tier 2 spell. Yep, and the green here. I conjured Vanistel. Yes, you did. There we go. That's a health stone. I could pick it up. I got 3. And it's something I can consume. And it healed me for 4 HP. Could throw those down there. Throw that. Okay. So that's all the tier 2 conjuration spells. Now time for tier 3. Barrier. Duplicate works. Rune of Explosion 2. Let's make sure that's still right. Summon Light 2. Let's check that. Alright, so summon Axe, Food, Hoe, Knife, Pickaxe, Saw, Shovel. Alright, let's make sure, I believe this should overwrite, because this is the more powerful version of the barrier spell. Yep. It did indeed overwrite. Wait a minute. Ah, damn it. I picked up the wrong thing. Let's get that barrier spell back out here. So there is something here. Let's remove the buff. Let me cast that again on myself. Oh, you'll notice you could turn now, and the rotation's not all jank. It doesn't like follow you anymore. Boop. There we go, 40. Yeah, so I think that's a graphical kind of thing. It does overwrite your attributes, but for whatever reason I haven't figured out why. Like replacing that, it doesn't tell you you have 20 hit points, but you know what? That will come in time. I don't want this little orb floating around me, so we're just going to remove the buff. There we go. Protective barrier fades. Wah, wah. Alright, Rune of Explosion. I feel, you know what? I feel bad for this, about this, because it is not, it's not really impressive. It's just, you know, made it look kind of like a little landmine. But it does detonate when something walks over it. I've tested that out extensively. Summon Light 2, so the first one lasts 30 real-life minutes. I think I made this one 4 hours. Yeah, I did. And you could break these anytime, and then I have the admin version that lasts forever. And I can still change colors and... Yep. Yellow. Perfect. Boop. Let's break it. Whoa. Almost fell. Oh boy. Alright, so that spell's good. Summon Axe. So this is going to be, instead of the light blue, it's going to be a darker blue. All these spells should work. So excited for this new release. Yeah, I'm excited to play. Yeah, so that is the darker blue. This is a greater axe. I pick it up. Oh! No textures in the item. What? We'll have to change that. Where is it? There we go. Summon object, axe. Oh, that's why. That 3 needs to become a 2. Alright, let's reload. Let's get the textures. I could have probably just typed in .reload space textures and it would have done it, like, a lot faster. But this gives me time to make sure no one's trying to get a hold of me. Nope. It's the temperature outside. 78? Ooh. There we go. And this is indeed the greater axe. 48 hours. Alright, so that's good. Summon food. So this should be the mana cake. I will eventually go back over the cupcake and the cake and make a better model for it. But that is very low-hanging fruit. For now, this is what it looks like. Whoa, whoa, did that say mana cupcake? Hold on. I gotta change another thing here. Yep, these are labeled incorrectly. Here, let's summon another one of those before I save anything. Yeah, so this has the mana cupcake, right? So let's save my changes, fireball it in. Reload lang. There we go, mana cake. Pick it up, I got 6 of them. Not bad. Empty calories. Alright, summon object, hoe. Very nice, like the idea of having a study you cast light on every couple of hours. Yeah, right? I definitely wanted some kind of light orb. Perfect. Deep blue. Greater hoe. These names are kind of wrong as well. I just realized, I should be changing everything here too, right? So I want it to be like a greater sword and a brilliant sword, right? Same thing for the axe. It should be a greater axe and a brilliant axe. Same thing for the shovel. Should be a greater shovel and a brilliant shovel. Hoe. There we go. The knife. The saw is fine. The pickaxe is also fine. The bag is fine. All of that's fine. Rune of Explosion. Health Stone, Greater Health Stone. Here we go. So I have to do the same thing here. 1 and 2. Comment those out. 1, 2, 1, 2. Here we go. Ah, see, and this is the other weird thing for the food. That would have been mislabeled as well. That's fine, and all of that is fine. Okay. Save. Fireball. Reload language. There we go. So we'll summon that again. I'll just make sure it works here. It's going to work for everything else. Alright, Brilliant Hoe. That's what I want to see. But I gotta change that name too. That's right. I gotta shift it all down. Here we go. These are the items, right? So it's gonna be a similar thing. So make this 1, 2, 1, 2. So the reason why this has shifted is because before, in the current version, I have like a tier 1, 2, and 3 for all the spell schools. That is not the case. You'll have the general spell school in the beginning, and then you will be able to, at what I would consider a tier 2 progression level, you would have, you know, like a specific spell school. Alright, so Greater Hoe, Reload, Brilliant Hoe, there we go. So that should fix all the naming things. Check it out with the knife. Too bad Spell Haste doesn't get applied to spell scrolls. Brilliant knife, looks good. I could pick it up. It is indeed a brilliant knife. Boop. Only a couple more. And then I'll pull up the sacrifice spell, and I will give it some particles blindly. When I get the you know, community server up and running for it, I'll be able to actually test some of those spells and fine tune it. Brilliant pick. There we go. We got the saw and the shovel. I'm just gonna summon both. Brilliant! Come on. There we go. So that is brilliant. So is that. Pick that one up. Oh, there we go. Okay. The hitbox is a little lower. You can't get to it too high. Yeah, brilliant shovel. Sweet. And it definitely is working because the time left it already ticked down a little. All right, saw, shovel. All right, what else we got here? That was there. I guess I'll resummon the Hellfire just to make sure that works, and the generic weapon. Oh, summon Portal, summon Void Vault, and Summoner Soul. I guess I'll do Summoner Soul 2 next. I made my own Warlock health cookies. See, that's how much I want to play WoW right now. I'm taking ideas. Here we go. Greater Health Stone. Taking ideas from that. Perfect. Boop, boop. Bring it in here. The Hellfire. Oh yeah, I gotta change the range for this stuff too. I'm thinking, what? 1, 2, 3... Maybe like 4 blocks. Yep, that's looking good. Perfect. Throw you. Summon object, weapon 2. Boop. Brilliant sword, pick it up, it's valid. Brilliant sword, alright. And get rid of Summoner Soul, get rid of that. Alright, summon Portal. I probably should redesign these 2 spells as well. That way you can kind of see where the portal's gonna be. Alright, I'll do that. Before I do that, let's go into here. These are all of the defaults for the configs. Let's go into spell. Got all my code neatly organized now. It's brilliant! So anything where... Like this, I could keep at a range of... You know what? It probably should be a range of 8. Summon Light doesn't have a range. Here we go. So instead of range of 10, I'm just going to make it a range of 4. think I just threw in 10 before just because. I didn't realize how far away 10 blocks were going to be. There we go. Just about done. Okay, and then Summoner Soul, or yeah, that one should be 4 as well. And then for the tier 2 stuff, duplicate, instead of a range of 10, I'm gonna make it a range of 6. You're gonna have to be a little closer to duplicate an entity. Rune of Explosion, I made it 8 for the other one, so I'll just make it 8 for this one. And then change all of these, right? 4, 4... 4, 4. 4, 4. 4, 4. Oh my god, how many times did I do this wrong? Copy and pasting. Oof. There we go. Summon Portal, you know what? We don't have a range for this one. Same with Summon Void Vault. I may have to change that. Summoner Soul... What was that, 6? No, it was 4. Damn it. There we go. So those are going to be the new defaults. I changed a lot of things. You know what? We're just going to keep editing. I have these 2 spells. You know, let's pull up Sacrifice. Just as a reminder when we get back in. I'm going to change these 2 spells to use the new system. But Vatican, hey! What am I working on today? I am just double-checking some spells for the alpha before I turn it into a beta. So I'm just double checking, doing a little quality assurance. May have to change the configs, the packets for the configs. Make a couple new defaults, but I think it'll be all right. So we got 3 spells here. Sacrifice. That one is going to be a blind edit. I will do it now. Where is it? It is in Tier 3 Incantation. Sacrifice. And what I'm gonna want to do in here... Yeah, right here, I'm going to paste this in. Let's increase the radius. So 1.75. So it's going to be a pretty decent dome. It should be just around you. With a little space around you. So it's going to make a sphere. Within that sphere, I'm going to have it be pretty dense, and then it's going to create the sphere, and then with this method it will dissipate it, similar to the Serenity spell. Okay, so that one's fine. That code is in. Summon Portal and Summon Void Vault. These are both pretty much the same spell, they just activate something different. So that being the case, I'm going to copy this. Let's pull those spells up. Conjuration. Summon Portal, Summon Void Vault. So for each of these, I'm going to put in... see, this is Select Entity Agent. I don't want that. I want the same... the same kind of method I use for Dig. because I don't want it to be an entity select. It needs to lock onto a block location, because that's how these spells work. Whoops. Alright, so now when I cast the spell, you will see the block that I'm trying to put the spell into. Right? I don't like the colors. I'm gonna go with a more... kind of a more rainbow color. Maybe like an even rainbow color. There we go. Something light like that. Look at that lightning! Alright, so that one's pretty good. I'm gonna use the same color scheme for Summon Void Vault. I'm not gonna be picky with it. And I could always come back in and figure out colors. There we go. So, oh. See, we got one there, then we got this. What's not right? I forgot to... You know what? I'm just gonna copy the whole thing. It was nothing but grays. There we go. That's better. Looking good. Vexus! Sweet, I didn't miss it. Nope. This week, I'm gonna try to stream every day this week, except for Saturday and Sunday. I gotta figure it out there, but right after work at 3:30 Eastern Time, I'm gonna try and get the stream started and stream until 5. Trying to get on a schedule. Alright, so you can see where the portal is going to be now, but this isn't a true representation of where the portal's gonna be, because I'm getting range, and I'm actually not... I don't have anything defaulted for range. Ban, bitch! The spammers, man. The spammers. Alright, so I'm going to create some configs here because I know I need something for range. It's got to be done. Range, and range. What should the default range be for this? Let's take a look here. I'm doing some weird crap with this spell. I can look at this code and I can tell this was before. Yeah, this was way before I knew how to do a raycast. I'm gonna rewrite the core of this, you know, this spell. Holy moly! Hold my beer. All right, so the default here for the range, I will make it a 4-block range. It's something that should be kind of close to you. You know what? Ideally, I'll make it a 3-block range. Oh, yeah, just stop. I'm gonna be making a lot of stuff here. All right, so I'm gonna come into here. I need to create something for range. We're gonna put 3. There we go. Summon Void Vault. It's gonna be the same thing. So in the configs. Range. Stats. Range. Default's going to be 3 for that one as well. We got to create the default value. Make it 3. I did put 3 in here, right? Yep, I did. So that should make these errors go away, and they do. Let's go back into this spell. Void Vault. Now I have to copy this, paste it in. I have a stat for range. There we go. So now I can tie things to this variable. We're going to do the same thing for summon portal. There we go. Unless I did it wrong. Summon portal base range. Summon portal 1 base range. Range. It's not accessible. Oh, yeah? I call bullshit. Did I spell range wrong? I probably did. No, that's correct. Weird. No, that's it. Okay. It was a weirdo. Got it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know why. You know, it's just a bot coming in. I don't know if they're trying to, like, get things out of you guys or get things out of me. You know what I mean? It's always like, hey, if you want more views. No, I don't. I don't need more fake views. Thank you very much. It's like, what idiot does that? You know what I mean? Oh, it's such a good deal. Oh, take my credit card number, please. Here's my social. What, you need another one and Target gift cards? Done. This is a steal at thrice the price. It's a steal. So what the hell am I? Oh, I spelled portal wrong. Gosh. Oh gosh, no wonder why it wasn't working. Protol. Gotta summon that Protol. The spamming is getting out of control, yeah. Like, pretty much, I get at least one per stream. At least. Sometimes it's 2. If it's a longer stream, I'll get like 3 people I gotta ban. But yeah. Hey, Target's expensive, okay, right? You mean the random call I got from the Windows company telling me my computer is full of viruses and wanting me to pay them in Target gift cards to get into my computer and fix it for me? You saying those people are wrong? Is that what I'm hearing? But they already took my social. Because they said they were also from the IRS. And they sold me a car warranty. It was so great. Apparently there's a Nigerian prince that that runs the company. But don't worry, I'll get all the money back when they forward it to my bank account that I gave them. The rabbit hole goes deep. Alright. I gotta focus on this a little bit. That's funny, though. That's funny. Alright. Alright. So I need to rebuild this here to use something different for the positions here. So I'm gonna get rid of what I have for block positions. And let's I can use dig, the dig spell, as a foundation. Okay, we're gonna close that out. I'm gonna start cleaning up a couple windows here. Actually, it was just that one. Let's pull up the dig spell, because I already figured all this stuff out. I don't have to use a lot of brain power here. Just cheat off my old test. He's a cheater. Yeah, see, so I created a variable called final position. I created a method to do a block position type of raycast. So up here, the first thing I'm gonna want to do is slap in this variable here, and it's taking in range as well. So this right here is actually what I'm using up here. And it's going to be wherever my selection is where that portal, the block space, the portal's going to attempt to be spawned in. As long as it's an air block. I don't want you to accidentally grief yourself because you clicked on something you weren't supposed to. Now in here, What am I doing for old block? Okay. Okay, I know what I'm doing here. So really, I just have to put a final position in here. And instead of a modded position... You know what? I'm going to be lazy with this. I'm going to say it equals final position. This right here, I could get rid of this variable, but in case I ever want to offset it and do like one block up or, you know, modify it in some way, I could just then come into here and do like add copy and then, you know, make any changes that I want. Honestly, that should be all the dots I have to connect. What spell was that? Was it summon Void Vault? Okay. Here, let's make it daytime. Alright. So it's kinda going where I want it to. I'll summon it right here. This is gonna be a good test because it's up at an angle. So we'll see if the ray cast is correct. Boop. Yep. There it goes. I can interact with it. Here, we'll store the spell in here. There we go. Lock it away. If I break it, another one spawned over here. I have access to that still. Yeah. All right. That was not hard to do because I already had the methods and everything ready. So let's go to Summon Portal. It's going to be the same kind of thing. In here, I'm going to do the raycast as well based on the range that you'll be able to change the configs. We'll get rid of this and get rid of this. For the real modded position, it's just going to be a snapshot of final position. And in here, we're going to put in final position. And then everything else is going to be the same. So I'm going to test this. I'm going to summon a portal, I guess here. You know, we'll do it at an angle right here. You know what? No, we'll go a little further. We'll see how far out this thing can go. Man, I really wish maybe I'll do this. The runic scrolls, or not the runic scrolls, these scrolls, they don't benefit from any kind of spell haste. There we go. It put it right in that block position. Beautiful. All right, let's try and make this spawn in the ground and see if it works. It should come up with a failure. Should. Because this would be an invalid overwrite. Because it's not air. Spell failed. Target location isn't empty. Oh, Vice, you handsome devil, you. Okay, so now in the configs, you'll be able to adjust the range of the spell along with all the other parameters. Where is my world spawn? Oh, that's right, it's this cliff side. That's where I warped in. Yeah, and then I just flew up and then threw this on here. Alright. I remember now. Cool. Alright. So, that works. You know what? Instead of all the question marks, I'm gonna move away from being super duper mysterious from everything. We're gonna find portal, and I'll just say, portal. Oh, you know what? Wrong. That is the old Crucible portal. You know, it's fine. I'm not gonna screw with that right now. Yeah, see, the admin version, I have it labeled as portal. And then the unstable one is just question marks. You know, I'm gonna leave question marks, I guess. I don't know, should I have the question mark? Should I have mystery? Summon it and you have no idea what it is. You have to rely on the mage to tell you. if you're role-playing. What is this? This mysterious thing. What is the purpose? Oh, this is pretty much like the WoW Mage portal. So when you walk into it, it will teleport that player back to wherever their bound location is. Right? So if it's in your home, for me, I just spawned into this world. So it's the cliff side, like underneath this. That's where I first spawned in. I didn't use a temporal gear or anything to rebind my spawn point, so that's where it sends me. So that's what this is. Right now you look at it and it's got the question marks. I think same thing with, yeah, with the unstable temporary void vault, it's also question marks. I think the void vault, I could have it just say like void vault. I mean, let's take a look at portal too. I think I put question marks in originally. Reload Lang. There we go. So that's called Void Vault. That's called Portal. I think I had the question marks in originally just because I wanted to maybe reuse the word portal. So I didn't want to lock it to a specific spell, but I think it'll be fine. Oh, it'll be fine. So that's that spell done. Sacrifice, it's gonna create an orb of particles. That should be fine. I did make some changes to Serenity. Let me make sure that still closes a rift. I did that last night, so I fear I may have broke something. There we go. We will get an ebony wand. Boop. Oh, and I still have my test here. So you use the rift spawn, and it gives you these 4 status effects. Let me undo that. Let's fix that. I should have just made a wand that's like the wand, like the debuffing wand. Because I use it for testing Dispel and like other spells like that. And the negative effects too. Maybe I'll do that instead. I'm going to create a new wand type. New admin tool. He's crazy! Where the hell's my tools? Here we go. Admin tool. Alright, this one is going to be called, I don't know, apply debuffs. I don't know, man. Apply debuffs. Sounds good. Copy, paste. Here we go. Copy, paste. It's going to look identical to the Rift Spawner for now. I may end up changing the Rift Spawner texture anyways. Now we need to open up Item Tool, Admin Tool. Copy, paste. I'm gonna have to restart after I do all this, but it'll be worth it, I think. Paste. Open this up. Let's create a new method. The game is going to be very upset with me. Run admin tool, apply debuffs. Is going to be what this is called. I will get rid of these. I will get rid of that. Now, in here, I can just get rid of these. I still want that healing totem thing you do for admin. Oh, you want the debug block, huh? Want to use it for making little healing fae. Gotta go. See you later. See you later, Pavadigan. Well, you will be happy, Vexus. Remember, regeneration, that spell's changed now, so it's literally like a regeneration buff. A heal over time. I'm still, I think I'm definitely happy about that one. I'm getting more in touch with my druid side with some of these spells. Maybe it's just because I really want to play World of Warcraft. Could be that. There we go. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go into here. Instead of this, let's do Rust Solid. I can make the wand that opens rifts. It won't be red. It's gonna be rust colored. It's perfect. All right. I think the only other thing after I'm done with this, and I'll probably do it later tonight when I'm putting on some kind of show. I kind of want to watch The Office a little bit. That, or maybe get into, like, see that new King of the Hill. See if that's funny. Dang it, Bobby. Alright. I still got these debuffs. Oh my god, Overgrowth is such a mean debuff. Oh. But I have to go through my configs and put in the defaults in the string text. It's low-hanging fruit, but I just gotta update everything there. Alright. So now the admin tool for Rift Spawner is, you know, rust-colored. And we should have a new admin tool. There it is. It is not localized, so let's do that. Tool admin. Apply debuffs. Applies debuffs to, you know, just says applies debuffs. No one else should be using these damn tools but me. I have to sit there and go all Shakespeare, Hamlet. The design of this tool. No, it's my tool. It hurts you. I need a way to test Dispel and Dispel 2 and the actual debuffs themselves to make sure they hurt. Don't touch my tools. Apply debuffs. It's just gonna be called apply debuffs. There we go. It's beautiful. How you doing that? Reload Lang. There we go. Apply debuffs. Applies debuffs. All right. So I need the admin tool out because that there we go. That rift went away. So, does Serenity still work? Insufficient mana. Cool. Let's artificially raise the max mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Just keep spamming. There we go. Get rid of that. Let's put down Vexus. Let's put down this debug block. Boop. Oh, almost over the side. The wind saved it. Alright, so I should be able to get close. Close is good enough. No, it worked. Sweet. And I got my Rift Charge. Yay! First episode is kind of a shock. It is. Oh, I gotta see the first episode now. Well, it's probably gonna be a shock, right? Because I remember, you know, the character's a specific way. I kind of want to see how Dale is now. Dale was always the funny one, in my opinion, right? Like, the pest man, right? He was just, like, out there being cheated on, and I felt bad. He's being cheated on. He's, like, totally devoted to his wife. Ugh. You know what? I got through, like, half a can. I don't think I'm drinking any more of that. I'm good. I'm good. Alright. So we made a new admin tool. Cool. Serenity works. Void Vault's good. Sacrifice, that's good. Oh my gosh. I think dare I say, I think that is pretty much everything. Let's spot check a couple things here. Right, Thaumic Foundry using a tablet. If I click on tablet, pulls things up. Thaumic Foundry, Playform Transmutation, that's working. Blank tablets, that works. So what I'm trying to do is put more information in the handbook so I don't have to type as much in the guidebook. Right, I want to lean more towards like not having all the information duplicated. I like for the guidebook. Oh, damn it! Let's pull out the admin tool. Where is it? Here, unlock all achievements. There we go. Right, so in the beta, when I get feedback about like the flow of the mod, I can start connecting up the new and creating the new achievements for the new way you progress. But things like the ritual world magic, right? Something like this is going to stay. You know, like this, you know, the guides themselves are gonna stay. I just want to put like less specific things in there for some of the stuff. This part is actually done. I redid all the pictures. Everything has been relinked. Yeah, the whole system's good to go. I tested every single one of these rituals. Instead of having like a lot of these where it's like Ritual of Grace 1, 2, and 3, there's just one. It's a static amount of power. Ritual of Warding, same thing. But yeah, like the images and everything's been updated. But I would like to just have less, I don't know, like trim. I would like to trim some of this stuff down. Like this whole ley line and essence thing. I shouldn't have to explain each essence type, right? You can go into the obelisk and you can see, like, I give you better descriptions in here as to like what you can burn, and you know, I don't need to like wordsmith, you know, the lore of essence ley lines. No, it's right here, you know? It's right here. Important! The Thaumic Workbench and Essence Infusion. That whole thing just gets cut right out. So that's my attempt. I would like to do that. What's this? Oh, okay. Unlock all achievements. Alright. What am I doing? Oh, it's like time to go. Look at that. Woohoo. Who is laying? Stupid hair. I need every bit of context and where every strand of magic essence comes from, especially written in the guidebook. You know, Vexus, there are people who haven't even read the guidebook. I know, because they come to me saying things aren't working. And I have to send screenshots of like, well, it's here. And it was in the survival handbook. Yeah. I wish it mentioned... It does mention what you were saying. In the 2 sentences that you had to read, it was in there. The 2 dang sentences. Wow, no one I follow is playing Vintage Story. Oh, there's one person, but I don't really know them too well, so let's try and find someone new, maybe. Vintage Story! We'll keep it going. Alright. This person, they're obsessed with this game. That's a good start. What do we got? Day 11. Oh, best sub server. That guy's been going strong. Who else we got? Massive RP server launch. Oh, this is that 200 player one. The Civilization one. We may have to jump onto that one. Right, Odur? You applied for that one, right? Are you still around? Revisiting Vintage Story after 4 years. My man. That RP server is too rule heavy. I got it. What do you mean rule heavy? But I don't really want to play there. I got it. Oh, so are you? Oh, so it's probably one of those servers where it's like, oh, within this time and this time you can craft, and then this play session you know you could only like interact and use what you've already crafted to sell the fish, or you know what I mean, to be a blacksmith. You know, you have to commission for these ores. You can't get it yourself. Is it like that? Ads. What do you mean too many rules to follow ads? Oh, you probably got ads, I assume. All right, you know what? Maybe we won't. Maybe we won't take a look at it. Whoa, 4 years, yeah, right? It's crazy. I don't know who to raid then. I'm just gonna pick someone kind of in the middle. This person. Let's see if they speak English. Nope. I'm getting a Kraft Singles commercial here. Ooh, those burgers look good though. Actually, they look a little fake. They look sweaty wet. I expect my cheese to be fake because it's Kraft Singles, but you better put that on a real damn burger. I mean, it's also very much not solo friendly. Oh, that sucks. So their 200 rule cap is it's probably superfluous, huh? Having too many rules on a server, geez, that's bad. Like, how do you even enjoy the game? Yeah, I can't commit to things like that. Like, my times when I be able to play on a server is going to be random. Just how life is for me right now. Maybe in a year that changes, but not right now. Also, they don't have many of the QOL mods like Napster. I get expecting people to not be a-holes, that's a given, but having so many rules governing anything you can say... Yeah. Beyond not being a D-bag. Yeah, alright. I'll just raid this person. I assume they speak English. Say something. Yeah. Wait, what was that?
Gets better as time goes on.
Okay. Yep, alright. This person, I heard it gets better. There we go. Raid PT does Twitch. Alright. You know, it's funny, nothing against this, when I took a look at the icon's so small and I have a reflection coming in from the light, I thought that their icon was a clown icon. I thought it looked like a clown to me. It's not. That's the reason why. That's like the main reason why I went to raid this person. I was like, hey, I like clowns, they're funny. Like, totally messed it up. Thank you everyone for watching. More progress. I think, like I said, the last thing I'm gonna do tonight is to go through the configs, and there we go, spell configs. And basically it's the descriptions here. Not really the descriptions, it's the defaults, right? So some of these are just zeroed out. I just want to check them, you know, like bit by bit and kind of go through, like, see, that's a 5 and it should be a 6, right? So do all of that. That way when I give out the beta, I can just do a wipe of the configs so everyone gets the fresh new configs, and then bam. Right? Then it's all about beta testing things and maybe finding the little bugs that I know scurry through. Thank you everyone. Have a wonderful day. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Adios. See ya later. Message you anything. All right. Sounds good. Thank you. Bye.